but he went too hard at it. Maybe the little slowness of the wicket was the reason of his downfall, and maybe a little less bounce. The ball was there, but I think he went too hard at it. Started well, got a big 6 over square leg. He will be disappointed, making a comeback after a long time. Gone for 8, Bangladesh 14 for 2.
खूबसूरत मैदानों से आया है कुछ खास, हरी भरी ग्रास है इसके टेस्ट का राज। चाय का मजा आया
Rainbow, made from fresh milk.
He seems unsure of himself, no indication of where he's going with this. Oh, she's off. A grueling defeat in the final minutes. It appears he's going for a tried and tested move from the playbook. Could this turn the date around? Unbelievable! He's done it!
Hridoy, promising talent. He hits the ball hard. But Bangladesh have some work to do. They've lost 2 wickets. Ashdeep striking in the first over, and then again with his first ball of the second.
I think the point you made earlier, which was all fair, Tamim, with regards to the Bangladesh players feeling that this wicket will be slightly low after practice sessions. That's with Hridoy. 27 innings, that strike rate is very good. Just again going back to that point, maybe a bit of width, that's what they do, crash, boom, bang, but if the ball's keeping even a bit low, even a hair low, that's what you get, the under edge of the bat. Maybe it's time for them to recalibrate, just have a feel of this pitch.
And it's also, you're opening the batting, you can still time it.
Sometimes also in T20, you just flow with the way you're playing, isn't it? Just think of Imon. He came in, the first 4 shots, hit the middle of the bat. You feel this is how I'm going to go today. And then suddenly one ball is all it needs.
Now that's an advantage for an opener, you know. You're facing the new balls, fields are in. You don't need to go too hard sometimes. You can just time it sometimes. You can still get the boundaries. So in that occasion, Imon went too hard, and that was one of the reasons of his downfall. But Tauhid Hridoy is in. Regardless of the situation, he will play his shots.
Ravi, you mentioned my head was shining, but I can tell you one thing. It was actually a very, very proud moment for me, because I can still roll back the years and think of the moment where Kapil Dev and Sachin Tendulkar gave me my cap in 99, 2000, and all I could think of was what a proud moment it was for all of us when we received it. What a proud moment it will be for him and all the people standing around him. So I had goosebumps actually handing the cap to him.
It's a special feeling when you get it in front of all your teammates, former internationals, handing it over.
It's actually very nice of Gautam, and I think Rahul has done this before as well, to get the former players, as you mentioned, to hand those caps. Sometimes you're yourself caught in that moment. You want the right words. You don't want to be fumfering through your words when you talk to a young man. Very sweet of Gautam to come and say, can you hand it over?
2 wickets have fallen. First one, the captain. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Litton Das. And then Imon, the man, getting the inside edge. You've got to watch for that, because the ball will keep low as the game progresses. So another good over from Ashdeep. 16 for 2.
Let's pick our holiday destination.
The same 5 places again, Dad.
Now, let's make my trip.
We get the best flight connections to wherever only one.
And at the lowest prices.
Maldives, Thailand, London. Book flights with M&T Cadet.
Make my trip.
खूबसूरत मैदानों से आया है कुछ खास हरी भरी ग्रास है इसके टेस्ट का राज चाय का मजा आया
Rainbows made from fresh milk.
Wasn't far away from mid-wicket. He'll get the boundary. So batsman just got to get used to the pace and the bounce. He had to wait for it. He's literally got it very low on the bat.
You got a feeling, especially after seeing that shot, that the wicket is too paced. You sometimes have to force it.
Yeah, after 14 years, we are coming back to Gwalior. So we've got the IDFC first fact for you. In 2010, in this very city of Gwalior, in the old stadium, Sachin Tendulkar scaled Mount 200. The first double century in men's ODI history from the very own, our very own master, Sachin Tendulkar, 14 years ago.
It will be interesting to see what Bangladesh come out with. Old-fashioned way, when 2 wickets down, you rebuild. New-fashioned way, you counter-attack. It will be interesting to see what Tauhid Hridoy does here.
Nicely played. And as always, we've got the voice of our very own man for the moment for every occasion, Ravi Shastri's.
Gets it. First man on the planet to reach 200. And it's the Superman from India. Sachin Tendulkar. Take a bow, master.
Oh, you little champion. We say we salute you, master. What a wonderful innings. 200 from just 147 balls.
Great try. Wonderful attempt by Sanju Samson. A man for the moment. When the voice is etched in history, Ravi. Your memories.
My memories were exactly what I said. First man in the planet to do it. But what I remember that day was the placement. You know, he was piercing the field with surgical precision. And just hitting the thigh pad on the wave. The moment you thought he might have got some glove on it as well. Sanju Samson keeping today. A fabulous innings. And, you just mentioned earlier, sometimes as an opener, you got to time the ball. That's exactly what he did that day. His timing, placement. It was as if he was only seeing the gaps in the field. He wasn't seeing the fielders. It was a brilliant exhibition.
Superman from India. Loved it, Ravi. I remember this innings. Hell of an innings. And he deserved to get the first 200. What a player. What an absolute gem he is. And great ambassador for India.
Straight to the fielder. 8 of the over. 4 gone. It's 24 for 2.
Aqua Arc by BMW Developments. Shaping the future of Olmojon Island. Unveiling a new era of luxury living. Uninterrupted views of the world's largest wind resort. BMW Developments.
He seems unsure of himself. No indication of where he's going with this. Oh, she's off. A grueling defeat in the final minutes. It appears he's going for a tried and tested move from the playbook. Could this turn the date around? Unbelievable! He's done it!
Are gone. And both to Ashley. And he's been a standout bowler for India. He was brilliant during the T20 World Cup. India going with 2 spinners. Both of them from Tamil Nadu. Varun Chakravarti, the mystery spinner, and the off-spin of Washington. But it'll be Varun Chakravarti. Oh! Watch out if you've not played him before. Long side, Tamim still continues. And for the first time in the combox, Abhinav Mukund, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here alongside fine gentlemen. What an atmosphere it's been here in Gwalior. Crowds coming in. Spoke about being here after 14 years.
Swung away. There's a fielder there. Oh, misjudged it completely. Don't think he picked it. That's exactly what Nitish is alluding to. Nitish Kumar Reddy ran in and stopped.
It's a go-to shot for Tohid Hridoy. When you don't pick someone, you go for that slog sweep or the sweep. This is what exactly Tohid Hridoy did. Only the second ball he faced from Varun Chakravarti. This should have been taken.
Pulled away this time. And that'll go all the way for 4. So poor delivery after a spill of the previous one.
That could have been a fairy tale return for Varun, but unfortunately has leaked back-to-back boundaries. Hridoy is a quality player, especially square of the wicket. He's taken full toll. Power play field restriction.
Wants to push for the second. Nitish is quick.
They're playing a T20 game after the 2021 World Cup. Varun back in India colours. Unfortunately for the debutant, missed out in the crowd.
Normally he's quite expressionless, isn't he? Varun Chakravarti, Abhinav.
Must be quite excited. He's been waiting for this moment. Speaking to him just a couple of months ago, hoping to get picked for a couple of tours before he's finally got the call up. Played alongside Ashwin, the T20 league that Ashwin was mentioning in the tests, and he's reworked his bowling. KKR has a big role to play in terms of how much his mystery spin has evolved over the years.
He didn't pick it at all. He was on the M1 while the ball was on M6. Plays the reverse sweep. That's what he does really well. And it goes all the way for 6. So 15 coming off that over. Bangladesh 39 for 2.
Maybe it's in the place where it all began, in the quiet journeys, in the glories. Maybe great.
So 15 coming off that over. Bangladesh 39 for 2.
Maybe it's in the place where it all began, in the quiet journeys, in the glories. Maybe great. Maybe it's in the place where it all began, in the quiet journeys, in the glories. Maybe great.
Let's look at the speed gun. 141.8.
खूबसूरत मैदानों से आया है कुछ खास.
These were the fastest deliveries in IPL 2024. 156.7. Set the IPL alight. All of the 10 deliveries, all fastest deliveries bowled by Mayank Yadav. It's good to see his return to action and his first delivery, a warm-up one at 142.
Yeah, just to remind viewers that his last game that he played was 30th April. So he's not played any cricket after that. Straight into India colours.
Bowled by Mayank Yadav. It's good to see his return to action And his first delivery, a warm-up one at 142.
Yeah, just to remind viewers that his last game that he played was 30th April. So he's not played anything.
In a bit of shape.
And especially when you're coming back out of injury, it will be interesting to see, does he still bowls at 155? At the moment is 141 and 145. It will be interesting contest, this too. Tohid Hriday won't back down, and this guy is rapid.
Quite a smooth run-up for Mayank Yadav. I think his biggest asset, more than his pace, is his accuracy. Sometimes his lengths trouble the best in the world in the IPL, and that's why he's been fast-tracked into the Indian team.
Yeah, this does happen. When you play somebody like him, people try and back away.
Lengths trouble the best in the world in the IPL, and that's why he's been fast-tracked into the Indian team.
People try and back away. So far, India won the toss. Surya Kumar Yadav said, you can bat first. Liton Das, the first one to go. An ugly swipe from outside the off stump. A good catch by Rinku. And Imon was looking pretty good before he chopped one onto the stumps. Hardik Pandya and Varun Chakravarti was greeted to the bowling. That should have been taken. And when in doubt, play the sweep or the reverse sweep. Yeah, just take our memory back to that RCB game when he had the likes of Glenn Maxwell and Green, who were good players of fast bowling. They were beaten for pace. 3 for 14 in that game. Back-to-back player of the match awards. That doesn't happen quite too often for a bowler. And everybody's curiosity was piqued.
Even if you speak to someone like a Dinesh Karthik, doesn't get troubled too often by that pace.
It's been a good over, all dot deliveries.
It's more that length that troubled these batters. They're used to playing that high pace, but he's very consistent and accurate with that back of a length. That's why Mayank Yadav is rated so highly.
Abhinav, we can see that Tamim is keeping quite a close eye on the speed gun at the moment. He's quiet. And a great start. Made an over. And that to the last over of the power play. 39 for 2.
Here comes our opening batsman striding onto the field with purpose. He's ready to set the tone for today's innings.
Will he play it cool or go for the aggressive strokes? And what do we see here? He's gone big!
He's unleashed a colossal shot and it's in the air! And it's a clean bowled.
I think that's been his forte. For somebody who bowls quick, he doesn't spray it. Imagine coming to bowl after a 15-run over. As a bowler, you're thinking defense, and he's been pretty good, pretty spot on. But Varun Chakravarti to continue with a spread out field.
Also, quite an interesting field for an off spinner. Maybe not an off spinner, maybe a mystery bowler. At the sweeper, it's only looking to save the reverse sweep. There are a lot of gaps in the offside if he can get the ball through the infield.
Plays the sweep. And just to take us back to that test series, Abhinav was covering it as well. Somebody like Shanto is not very fluent through the offside. When you think of him, he's not a natural offside player. If he plays it, it's the reverse sweep. So I think they've got that field pretty spot on.
Absolutely. There come the analysts, the videos in the meetings. You can't hide nowadays.
And also, Tamim, just before he played that reverse sweep, he was playing down the wrong line. He didn't pick Varun at all in that over.
Absolutely. As you rightly mentioned, when you're not picking, sweeping and reverse sweeping is the option.
Deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, a mid-wicket for the right-hander.
So what are the options for Tauhid Hridoy? Paddle sweep. A little paddle sweep might get him 2, maybe 4. Again, not sure if he had picked that one, because when you're playing someone like Varun for the first time, it's always very difficult for a batsman to pick him.
Should be taken. Hardik Pandya and his safe hands. So another wicket down, and Varun Chakravarti, after going for 15 in that previous over, gets his man, Tauhid Hridoy, the batter dismissed.
Massive wicket for India. Tauhid Hridoy, one of the more impressive batters in this Bangladesh lineup. And Varun Chakravarti, trusted by his captain, gave him the second over, and he delivers straight into Hardik Pandya's hands. And on his return, picks up his first wicket. That means something to the spinner from Tamil Nadu, Varun Chakravarti, his first wicket. Tauhid Hridoy gone for 12, Bangladesh 40 for 3.
Mahmudullah. Yeah, the old war horse at number 5.
Batting at number 5 after a long time, Mahmudullah. We usually see him at 6 and 7.
And here we have our contender, folks. Look at him go, lifting those weights like they're mere feathers. Look.
Couldn't have asked for a better start, Mayank Yadav. 0 for 0. Would have wanted to pick up a wicket, but it was a maiden over nonetheless. To Shanto.
You're right about the fact that Mayank Yadav started beautifully, and the pressure that he created resulted in this wicket. If you haven't faced Varun before, that ball sort of skids on quicker than you expect. And that's why it hit the top of the bat of Tauhid Hridoy. Usually these balls get dispatched into the crowd, but with Varun, that's what you get. It skids on quicker, and it ends up holding out to either deep mid wicket or long on.
Exactly. It's the pace and the bounce from Varun. Not unlike a normal off spinner where they ball short, you have time to play those shots over mid wicket.
Yes, it is the slam bang variety, that's all fair and square, but are Bangladesh in a bit of a hurry? I mean, just seems so.
They're missing the calmness.
In the air. Is that the first wicket for him? Yes, taken again. Washington Sundar at deep point, and it only gets better and better for Mayank Yadav. A maiden in the first over and a wicket of the very second delivery that he bowls in the second. Bangladesh reeling at 43 for 4.
Mahmudullah Riyad will be extremely disappointed with this shot. Bangladesh was struggling. The most experienced man came into bat and then plays this shot. Bangladesh in lots and lot of trouble at the moment.
Zakir Ali to face the heat.
Zakir Ali Onik. Early days for him. Only 15 innings. Hasn't got a success in T20 international yet. Got 150. But he's in the team for a different reason. Now he has to play a different role. This is the shot we see. We have seen Mahmudullah using feet against fast bowlers, but I reckon this was not the situation to play that shot, but Bangladesh has lost early wickets.
It's just the impact of pace that Mayank Yadav brings to the table.
And he's telling everyone that I've got the slower one too.
Does he need to bowl that slower one? The fast balls are working quite well for him at the moment. Bangladesh struggling. Maybe more pace. Maybe have another slip. Attack as much as you can.
Yeah, just the differential in terms of the pace. When you can bowl at 150 and then bring it down to 113, it's just that something that batters won't be expecting.
2 slips. And this time it's not the shape leaving the right-hander, but following the right-hander.
And my friend next to me, that's the wicket. As you see, there's an ugly swing from Liton Das, too early again. He's very experienced. He should have known that he could have taken a couple of deliveries. Again, inside edge from Imon. Then the ball rushed to Tohid Hridoy. And then the Mahmudullah shot.
Another quick one. Angling in towards the right-hander. 8 overs gone. Bangladesh 45 for 4.
Still out there in the middle, 18 of 14. Najmul Hussain Shanto Jakar, new to the crease. 2 bouncers in his 3 deliveries. And Surya Kumar Yadav ringing in the changes. He's rotated his bowlers beautifully. A bunch of all-rounders in this Indian team. Nitish Reddy, Hardik Pandya, Riyan Parag was used in Sri Lanka as well. 4 frontline bowlers. And another debutant to the mix, Nitish Kumar Reddy. As I say hello to Ravi Shastri.
Yes, good stuff from India. They're just probing away, picking up wicket at regular intervals. Bangladesh need a partnership of sorts to recover. And good time to bowl, especially in your first game. Bangladesh will look to try and recover from here. Taken their chances. It's not gone their way. And this is how the wickets went. Mayank Yadav getting his first. And he's looked good. The rhythm was good. He was working up some pace. Very important, the skipper leads from the front here. He's been there long enough to realize what's needed from Bangladesh's point of view. It's not a kind of track you can just get out there and explode. Horizontal bat shots, not that easy. Track that's a little bit on the lower side.
And also it's very important for Bangladesh to understand what kind of total they're looking at, especially after losing 4 wickets. Maybe 150, maybe 160. There's still some batting left. Medias and Miraj can bat. Rishad Hussain can bat. It's also very important what score they're looking at.
That's in the air, on the bounce. The man at third man. So India just tightening the screws here. See Bangladesh wanting to get away, just cannot.
And it's great that these players come as finished products to the Indian team. Fast track on the basis of IPL performances. Nitish Reddy, Mayank Yadav, Varun Chakravarti making a return. You can tell what kind of side that Surya Kumar Yadav wants. He wants a lot of bowling options.
Yeah, for years India looked for someone in the top order who could bowl. Couldn't find one, but now suddenly you've got so many who can actually be dangerous players lower down the order, can contribute with the ball as well. So it gives you so many options. So that's why this Indian side, when I look, it's tremendously talented. It has got all bases covered. You mentioned a lot of right-handers, left-handers, everyone, a lot of them can roll their arm over, including him. Won a game in Sri Lanka, pulling a rabbit out of the hat and bowling that last over.
And Rinku bowled the 19th over.
That's Abhinav, the out-of-box thing from Surya. It's like his batting, his gut feeling. He enjoys himself. What's good to see, he's in control. He enjoys himself out there, and then he's got Hardik as well in the side. Explosive with the bat and bowl. Wealth of talent, let's put it that way. In that lineup. That's a good strike. It looks 6 moment he made contact, and much needed from Bangladesh's point of view. 56 for 4.
That's one of his favorite shot, going over mid-wicket. We have seen this a lot in BPL, whether it's domestic cricket or BPL or international cricket. That's a lovely, lovely shot from Zakir Leone.
Varun Chakravarti will continue.
third over for Varun Chakravarti. Surprised that Washington hasn't been brought on yet. Usually bowls inside the power play, Washington.
And he does a pretty good job too. I'm sure Surya Kumar has his own plans here as to when to use him.
Is it safe to say, Tamim, that Shanto has had his share of troubles against the off-spinners, especially in T20I cricket? Maybe he's thinking of bringing him on from the other end.
Bound him! That's gone through the defence. Well, he doesn't leave the stumps, Varun Chakravarti. Targets the stumps. It's a good googly. Half the side dismissed now, Bangladesh.
Zakir Ali on it, had no idea where the ball is going. Bangladesh hasn't picked him yet, so has Zakir Ali on it. Zakir Ali gone for 8, Bangladesh 57 for 5. It will be drinks time.
Not a great start for Bangladesh in this IDFC First Bank T20I series. Shanto still out in the middle, 23 of 19. Had some poor shots. And a mix of good bowling from the Indians. No hesitation in bowling first, Surya Kumar Yadav. And his best bowler delivered, Arshdeep Singh, picking up 2 wickets with the new ball. He's been prolific in T20Is. He showed why. Accounted for both the openers, Arshdeep Singh.
Yeah, just when Bangladesh were looking to break free, they kept losing wickets. And that is Ridoy, taking it straight to Hardik. Mike Yadav striking in his second over. And then no answer to this googly. Ball going through the gap between pad and pad, casting the stumps. Some food for thought for Bangladesh over a drink. See 2 wickets apiece for Arshdeep and Varun Chakravarti coming back into the side. Went for a few in his first over, didn't have the luck that was needed. A catch being put down by Nitish Reddy, but he's come back well to strike twice. And Mike Yadav striking as well to get his first international wicket. Full house in Gwalior. This is a new stadium, Madhav India's stadium. Capacity today 30,000. When fully completed, we'll have about 50,000 people in here. So Miraj, Mehdi Hassan Miraj. He's a good cricketer, this fella. And he has a job on his hands. Playing T20 cricket after over a year. And it's off the mark. Plays it very late and finds the boundary. He's a busy player.
Playing after a T20 after a long time, Mehdi Hassan Miraj, and a lovely way to start. Lovely late cut, using the pace of Varun Chakravarti, and the outfield does the rest.
You were there, Ravi Bhai, when Varun last played a T20 game in 21. He's consciously tried to work on his length. He's hitting the stumps more often. So I ended up getting 21 wickets in the IPL this year. And you can see how consistent he's become with that length.
Just thought he was a tad nervous, you know, when he made his debut in that World Cup. He's come back strongly now. Like you mentioned, he's grown in confidence. He's more confident about his variations. The lines are good. This is beautifully bowled. And he would have learnt a lot with Sunil Narayan as well. Bowling in tandem in the IPL. Both similar strengths. They don't leave the stumps and then mix it up. What I like is the way he's worked on mixing his pace as well. Some turn there. So 8 runs of that last over and a wicket. So after 10, it's 64 for 5. So very important that this pair gets Bangladesh back on track. Still 10 overs remaining. Important they bat for at least 6 or 7 overs to try and string a partnership. Nitish Reddy continuing.
And it's also very important for Bangladesh to understand that what brand of cricket they want to play in T20 cricket. This team needs a character. If you see around the world, the most successful teams in the world in T20s, whether it's England, where they go all out attacking, whether it's India, whether it's Pakistan, where they try to score 160, 170 because they have a very good bowling attack, Bangladesh needs to understand what brand of cricket they want to play in T20s if they want to be successful.
Around the wicket to the left-hander.
And where's that mix, Tami? Because Tawhid Hridoy possibly has the highest strike rate amongst the top 5-6 batters. He's striking at 131. He's struggling to possibly up the ante in terms of run rate.
When you see the scorecard, you'll see a lot of people getting out, scoring 12 of 15, 16 balls. But if you see the whole match, you'll understand they were rushing. And because they were rushing, there was the pressure of dot balls. They were not getting, the shots were not going through in the gaps. They were rushing. I think they needed that calmness.
Just think when they came out, they were looking to force the pace by looking to try and hit everything too hard, rather than with an outfield as quick as this, playing late, focusing on timing and placement, and just sussing out the conditions whilst doing that before looking for the real explosive shots.
I've always felt that even in T20s, you need that calmness. The best player in the history of T20, probably Chris Gayle. See how calm he was whenever he was batting. You can still play the attacking shots, but you need to be calm. When you're calm, you make good decisions.
And I think India have been quite calm, considering that they're fielding 2 debutants. Mayank Yadav has bowled brilliantly. Nitish Reddy has come in nicely as well. Surya Kumar Yadav is led with so much composure. Hasn't led too much.
He's very relaxed as a captain. And he's not afraid to try different things. That's one thing we've seen with Surya. Likes to think out of the box. Not just stick to conventional methods.
You can tell in the way he's making his bowling changes, the team selection. It's all been positive from Team India, almost as if they've carried on from what the big boys did in the test matches.
Bangladesh will be disappointed, especially the way they have lost the wicket. Whether it's an ugly swing from Liton Das, only the second ball that he has played, maybe the third ball, or the inside edge forcing through, or this shot from Tawhid Hridoy. And then when the situation wasn't right, Mahmudur Rahman tried to do something very different. And then Zakir Ali had no idea what Varun Chakrabarti is doing.
Eleven gone, 70 for 5. It's 70 for 5, and it's Washington Sundar now getting the opportunity. Just 25 years of age and another very talented cricketer. Turned 25 yesterday, 50 matches for him already.
Oh, yes.
Lovely tucked away by Mehdi Hasan Miraj. I've always felt that Bangladesh has to do something different. Bangladesh needs to think differently. Someone like Mehdi Hasan Miraj, in my opinion, he should be opening the batting for Bangladesh. Openers hasn't been scoring runs for a while. If you make him open the batting, he has done it in BPL, in domestic cricket, in international cricket, he has got 100 opening the innings. You can add another player in a bowler, because you can get out of 2 overs out of him.
One thing he's shown, he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's young, he's already one of the Bangladesh's leading players in the cross formats.
In my opinion, there's absolutely no point batting him at 6 and 7. Use him at the top of the order, get 2 overs out of him, and put someone else in 6 and 7, whether it's a batter or all-rounder or a bowler.
Swung away. He's coming back to Washington Sundar. He saw 50 matches, 25 years of age. You've seen a lot of him. I've been up, and I feel he's not really done justice to his ability as a batsman. He can smack it. I've seen him in the nets. This guy he has long levers and can pelt that cricket. It's just getting one big innings on a T20 stage for India, or in the 50-over game, and I think that'll launch him.
And we saw some glimpse of it in Australia in that famous win. Some of the shots that he played against Pat Cummins or Nathan Lyon, he can definitely bat.
And it's almost a similar case with Mehdi Hasan Miraj, where the off-spin all-rounder bats quite deep. Washington was never a finisher. Tucked him for room on that occasion. Washington started his career as an opening batter, and then from there on worked on his bowling. His primary skill is now as a bowler. So I agree, he's got definite potential with the bat, and it is going to improve. His bowling has come leaps and bounds in the last couple of months. Player of the series in Zimbabwe, man of the match in the one game he played in Sri Lanka.
And that's nicely bowled. Just a little change of pace, just tossed it up a little bit. can see all his deliveries were 98, 100, 100. This one 95, and he gets his man. Beautifully bowled. So 12 overs gone, 75 for 6 Bangladesh.
The 11th time Shanto being dismissed to off spinners in the last couple of years, was brought on just for this reason and takes quite a simple chance, does Washington Sundar. Comes on, picks a wicket in the first over, and Bangladesh in deep trouble. The skipper gone for 27, Bangladesh 75 for 6.
Who gets to choose the hotel this time?
My choice.
Let's make my trip. Exclusive hotels perfect for all of us.
With lowest price guarantee. Spa.
Room upgrade.
Indoor pool.
Book hotels with MMD Exclusive.
Let's make my trip.
Rashad Hussain, the new batter in, the leg spinner. Wouldn't have expected to come into bat in the 13th over, but Bangladesh are tottering. 75 for 6. The only two bowlers who haven't been amongst wickets, Hardik and Nitish. Washington, the latest to come on to bowl. He's picked up a wicket, and Mayank Yadav brought back into the attack. Can he blitz through this lower order? Alongside Ravi Shastri and Abhinav Mukund. It's been a bit frenetic for Bangladesh.
Was tucking him for room. Washington Sundar from around the wicket. Left the cover fielder close by to tempt him going over cover. All he managed was an inside edge and a simple return catch. Did the hard work. Shanto couldn't carry on. 27 of 25 for the Bangladesh skipper.
Cut away very nicely. As it hit the boundary cushions on the full, that is something which Madana Gopal will check. But it travelled pretty fast.
He's a real fighter, this man. Just bouncing before.
And that's his area of strength, Mehdi Hassan Miraj. Enjoys playing that cut shot, be it along the ground or in the air. Remember that 100 against India. They took on Kuldeep Sen, opening the batting, which Tamim Iqbal was alluding to. Should be opening the batting for Bangladesh.
He gives you that extra pace. Sometimes if you're slightly offline, you can play shots like that. A lovely uppercut. And just coming back to the point you were making just before I came on air about Washington Sundar, about his bowling coming up leaps and bounds in the last few months. I think it's a quite a valid point, because just before that, just got the feeling that he had gone away from his basic strength. He was bowling too quick through the air, trying too many things. Abhinav Mukund, it seems like he's come back to what he does best. Another uppercut, this time to the left of Rinku Singh, and goes all the way for 6. And it's Rishad who opens his account.
He knows one way, Rashad Hussain. He's quite positive in his intent, not worried about the pace. In fact, using it beautifully. Had enough time to play that ramp shot. First ball 6 for Rashad Hussain.
I looked in total control. He actually had time on hand there.
Goes straight this time, and Hardik Pandya gives up. So it's been a good over for Bangladesh.
This is exactly what you expect from someone like a Rishad Hussain. Comes out all guns blazing. Didn't work out for him in the World Cup against Sri Lanka, but here he's started off in a hurry. 6-4 to begin the innings.
Pretty productive over. 90 for 6.
Let's pick our holiday destination.
The same 5 places again, Dad.
Now, let's make my trip. We get the best flight connections to wherever we want.
And at the lowest prices.
Maldives, Thailand,
London.
Book flights with M&T Connect.
Let's make my trip.
When greatness lies within, it's rare, it's platinum. The MS Dhoni Signature Edition. Jewelry crafted in rare platinum for men of platinum.
215 run overs. One of Varun Chakravarti and then the other one of Mayank Yadav. It's just the 1 over to Washington Sundar. He picked up a wicket, and Varun Chakravarti will bowl out.
Two right-handers in the middle. You expect nothing less than Rishad Hussain going for that mid-wicket region. And that's why Surya Kumar has immediately brought back Varun Chakravarti.
Yes, he looked to mix it up. Already seen one batsman dismissed with a googly ball sneaking through bat and pad. Might see more of that.
Yes, he brings out the sweep on cue.
And does spin his googly. See, this is the wicket he got a little while earlier, going through the defense, pitching and then turning.
And that's the delivery he's worked on. The quicker one that skids on 107 kilometers per hour, that delivery.
It's a good comeback for him. He's playing after a long time. You want to be amongst the wickets in your very first game to get the confidence back. He's taken 2 wickets.
In the air, Hardik Pandya underneath it, taken, and once again, this was the precise reason why the skipper brought him on. And Varun Chakravarti picks up his 3rd, and it's Rishad Hussain, the batter dismissed.
Everything working like magic for Surya Kumar Yadav. Just dragged his length back a little bit. It was the leg spinner this time, not the googly. And Rishad Hussain skying it up. And he knew it straight away. One of the safest fielders in the Indian team. And hot spots is where they are placed. Deep mid-wicket, takes it comfortably. Hardik Pandya. And Varun Chakravarti has 3 on his return. A brief stay for Rishad Hussain. 11 of 5 deliveries. Bangladesh 93 for 7.
खूबसूरत मैदानों से आया है कुछ खास हरी भरी ग्रास है इसके टेस्ट का राज
Rainbow, made from fresh milk.
seems the player is shaky. Could she endure to the end? A star player this one, confident in her play.
Well, the question on everyone's mind is, how is she going to follow that?
Ooh, a move is developing here. She's setting up her run.
Tension.
7 down in the 14th over. Thuskin is off the mark straight away. With a couple. So a good spell and a successful over comes to an end. 95 for 7 Bangladesh.
Maybe it's in the place where it all began, in the quiet journeys, in the glories. Maybe greatness starts somewhere deeper, within the mark you leave wherever you've walked. When greatness
95 for 7. A few starts, but a pretty sorry looking scorecard for Bangladesh. Shanto looked good for his 27 before chipping one back to Washington Sundar. Varun Chakravarti on his return. His best T20 figures. 3 for 31. It'll be Washington Sundar.
Yes, best figures for Varun Chakravarti in this format of the game. Going for India. Surya Kumar Yadav, he'll be pretty happy with the way things have gone. They've chipped away at the wickets. 7 down now, still 5 overs to go after this. Every chance that Bangladesh might be bowled out inside 20. Slip in place, good move.
You asked me about Washington Sundar a couple of overs ago, Karthik, and just 2 games he played, he featured in the IPL. He was a bit lost right after that. Credit to the Indian management for picking him for that Zimbabwe tour. But just before that, he worked with the former India player and Tamil Nadu cricketer S. Sriram. And I think what that's done is essentially try and give him a mindset of bowling both ways, a defensive manner and attacking options as well. He's got more control than he did before, and he's very confident of what to execute at which phase of the innings.
See, 2 things there, what you mentioned, coming to the first one, the Indian management keeping an eye on him. Because with that impact player rule, you can lose a lot of all-rounders. So for them to not just go by the number of games he's played, but to realize his potential and stick with him was very, very good. And the second point you made, I think he's tightened his lines as well. You know, where at times he would give too much room. He was hit through the offside a lot. He's come closer to the off stump to the right-handers and has always been good with the left-handers when they've been there. That'll be 4. 102 for 7.
Who gets to choose the hotel this time?
My choice.
Let's make my trip. Exclusive hotels perfect for all of us.
With lowest price guarantee. Spa.
Room upgrade.
Indoor pool.
Book hotels with M&D Exclusive.
Let's make my trip. खूबसूरत मैदानों से आया है कुछ खास हरी भरी ग्रास है इसके टेस्ट का राज चाय का मजा आया
Rainbow, made from fresh milk.
A very different stadium. This is the Sriman Madhavrao Scindia Cricket Stadium. The previous one was the Roop Singh Stadium, which has hosted quite a few white ball games, 12 ODIs to be precise. Right now, Bangladesh at this new venue, 102 for 7. The current rate, they get to 136. And they need much more than that. Hardik Pandya.
You'll see him taking the pace of the ball a lot now in this spell. Bowls a lot of the off-cutters, Likes to mix things up. Will use the short ball as well. The slower bouncer.
You can't forget that crucial wicket that he picked